That had nothing to do with him. I knew why I did that, and I did it for a reason, and it worked. Everybody watching North Carolina now.
Look, no shade. At least you broke your trophy, because I was on the plane coming back from a competition and mine broke in the airport. I was like, you get a piece. You get a piece. You get a piece.
Hold on. Did you say the trophy was a national competition trophy?
Yes, boo-boo.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am.
Everybody get with it and do the party. See it one time. Ball press and my sorors get live 2 times. Hey. Tell him bring it back, now bring it back 3 times. Hey. She can do it, he can do it. Hey, go hard or go home. It's no regular dance. No popping, locking and dance. This one is one for the books. Do it right where you stand. Hit to your left, to your right, grab whoever. We about to go wiggy. I got this part in my hand. And I'm about to get jiggy cause the party.
I got it right when I talk to you.
You fine. Look, let me get my Vaseline.
Your phone?
My Vaseline. I don't need no chat lips. Welcome to another edition of The Step Exchange. I am Coach B. You can see I'm in color, forever would be in color. And as you can see, I am not by myself today. I'm so happy she finally came on here with me. I just want to do a little dance, all right? She came on here with me. We have Coach Tamika from Highly Qualified from Queens, New York. Coming to America, Queens, New York, all right? How are you doing, Coach?
I am phenomenal, you know.
I'm so happy to have you on here. This is a dream come true. I was like, please, come on. So I'm so excited. Yeah, but we're going to talk. But before we get to this, because we got to jump right into hot topics. We're not even going to do an introduction. We do a little introduction, but we're going to jump right in. So as soon as we come back from seeing this video of Highly Qualified, we jump in right into the hot topics here. Take a look. And we are back. All right, Coach Tamika, just give us a quick why you started coaching so we can get to these hot topics. So, Coach Tamika, why did you start coaching?
Okay, so when I graduated from Francis Lewis High School, I was a part of New Gamma Psi Ladies. And New Gamma Psi had a major impact on my life. You know, I went in there from a school that was horrid. And they put me on the right path. You know, my god sister, she stepped on there. So I kind of followed New Gamma Psi's story for a very long time.
Okay.
And I made a lot of friends, and they basically kept me on the straight and narrow. So when I transferred into the DOE, I was a school aide. And we had a big schoolyard, nothing for the kids to do. So you know what kids do when they ain't got nothing to do? They fight and they bully.
Right.
So I was outside and everybody was learning to step. We just stepped. And then I did that for about 11 years. And then we got a new admin. Things kind of changed. And people used to always say, well, you can't do it alone because you're not qualified enough.
Oh.
So, you know, you need a teacher. You're not qualified. And by then I was a paraprofessional.
Okay.
So I was like, but I could do what these teachers could do and better. And I used to always say, oh, y'all trying to be highly effective. Well, guess what? I'm highly qualified. And
come on.
Stuck with me. and then I got my new baby, HQ.
Look, I love it. I mean, you made lemons into lemonade. Come on.
You're not going to tell me I can't do something.
Right.
I'm a Leo. You cannot tell me that I cannot do something. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my notes and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it bigger and better. And for a long time, people didn't know that I was the coach from the Rockets coaching HQ. And people used to always go, why you don't put your face on HQ page? Nah, I don't want people to know who I am. I want people to see my babies and go, oh my God, that team is phenomenal. And then one day they're going to come to competition and I'm going to walk out with my blazer because everybody know I'm known for my attire. And hello, it's me. I didn't go anywhere.
No, it's true, dog. I mean, not until I started doing this. You didn't see my face on the page. It was all the kids. And of course, I'm doing this. I used the team page to promote it. But So I feel you on that. Cause I didn't know when I came to nationals. I was like, "Who was the coach? Oh, she must be the coach because I don't, she must be the coach." But she looked like close, like the steppers, the age, and she's the same height. So I don't know.
That's all right. I'm never gonna grow, and I'm okay with that.
That's what's up. But I never knew who the coach of the Rockets was. I remember the Rockets. I was like, "Who?" And then it's all coming full circle now. Listen, I love it.
When I was coaching the Rockets, I didn't want to do my hair. I would just roll up out of bed with them permission slips and make sure that bus was there, so nobody had to see me. I didn't like going on stage because, they take those pictures of you and they add 20 pounds. I'm like, I'm already a big girl. I don't need to be no bigger. So I used to send my kids up there. So nobody really knew who I was unless they knew me and knew me from the coaches meeting. And I was always the one that's going to be like, I always have something to say.
Right. I mean, I don't blame you. I ain't gonna lie to you. It wasn't until you stepped. When we go to shows, I don't go on stage and get the trophy. You step was the one. Coaches come on. I'm like, well, let me just go. Because I was up there like, can we hurry up? Cause I don't like being because my anxiety get to going. I'm like, I don't like being up here. You know what I'm saying?
Stand behind somebody, then I start easing my way off in the middle of the whole speech. They be like, where'd Tamika go? Tamika ain't coming up here like she getting a trophy.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I love it. All right, so cool. So now that we got that out the way, let's jump into some of these hot topics right here. Question number one. I really would love to get your insight on this. The trust between coaches seems to have left, all right? And I asked this question to some coaches, and I love to hear different answers because I ask the same question, but we get different insight. We used to trust each other at one time. At one time, coaches used to trust each other. That trust is gone. Like, I mean, everyone's so, I'm going to keep to myself. I'm going to stay over here. I ain't got time over there. Nope. I eat. Nope. Leave me alone. Why do you think the trust among step team coaches all over is gone?
I think it comes a lot from people stealing other people's routines, steps.
Already.
Imitation. It's a big thing. Sometimes you're just afraid, like, okay, they might come into my house and do something better. Now my kids want to go and step for them. And I feel
that was good right there. I never thought about that. You're preaching on red. I never thought about it. Hold on, let me go run around. Hold on.
Okay.
We gonna be all right.
Okay, I'm back. That was good. Nobody has ever said. Say that again, please, for the people in the back.
Let me tell you something. If you came to my practice and you gave my kids everything that they wanted, and they said, listen, I'm about to go start with X Factor because Coach Bench, I'm intimidated now because I've worked so hard to build that trust with my kids. And who are you to come in my house and take them away?
Right.
And, I feel like this. If you're a good coach, it doesn't matter who comes in your house. You are who you are, and your kids will respect it. And they would respect the fact that you allowed somebody else come in and make them great.
That's it.
I do this thing, and a lot of people don't like it, but I do a coach swap. And I do it with Jamal from Mecca in Brooklyn.
Come on, Jamal.
He is phenomenal. When it comes to putting on a production, he puts on a production.
Yes, he does.
And I sit here and I go, listen, I'm going to nationals. I'm stuck. What do you think about this? Because I'm scripted. I'm going to write my whole routine out on paper. I'm going to tell you who's saying what, who's standing where. I'm going to draw little dots, and my kids know. Do what's on that paper.
Right.
I could let him come into my practice, and he will teach them something that I know I'm not going to learn, can't think of, wouldn't thought to do in a million years. And it's okay. And the same thing with him. I will go, okay, what days you have practice? Oh, he'd be like Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, I'm taking that 35-minute drive in rush hour. And I'm going to go to his practice and I'm going to go, okay, this is what I saw. This is how I feel.
Right.
We respect each other's opinion. We can agree to disagree. We're one of them people. We go to the coaches meeting and he calls me his ex-wife. I go, my husband, yeah, whatever. Right. And we sit there and we mess with each other to kind of break the ice in the room. Yeah. So we'll talk junk. And his kids will go, hey, Mama Mecca. And I go, hey, boo, but tell your father, don't be coming in here. Like, you have to do that. You have to be comfortable in the skin that you're in. I'm like, I tell him all the time. I'd be like, yo, I'm not that phenomenal coach that everybody think I am. And he goes, yes, you are.
Yes,
and
you are.
I'm really not, because you know why? I always think I can do better. You have coaches who are stuck in their ways and they go, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing. You have to adapt to change.
Yeah.
And if you don't push your kids, they will never get better than what they're accustomed to. I tell my kids all the time, we're going out of state.
Yeah.
I'd rather you go to Virginia and lose 1,000 times than to be stuck in New York and win every trophy. Because if you don't push yourself, you will never. Then you go to nationals and I see X Factor and I'm going, well, how the heck they come in first place and I'm all the way over here in 6th? I never saw you before. I only see what you allow me to see on Instagram.
Right.
You can show me anything. You can show me 5 seconds of your routine. Then when I see it on stage, I'm like, oh wow.
Right.
That wasn't even the best part that he showed me, but I was sitting there and I was prepared for your 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So people got to think about that. Like, you got to just be open to anything. I had somebody hit me today on Instagram and said, I used to coach a high school team. I miss it. How can I be a part of your organization? Oh, really? Okay, well, come in on Thursday with your original stuff and let's see if my kids like you. And then we can talk from there.
There we go.
Like, I'm never the one to go, this is my baby. That's it. Yeah, it's my passion. Absolutely. Right. Everybody know, if you date me, you got to date my team. If we short on ring, you got to come up with the other half.
Right.
But I would never say you can't be a part of because this is what I built. No, I'm not like that.
I like that. No, I like that a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I say that if you probably see me saying all the episodes when I was coming up to nationals. You were the team I was looking for. I said, who is the team? And I keep hearing like, highly qualified. So I'm like,
I told my kids, I said, y'all sitting here, y'all arguing with each other, and this team's out of state trying to figure out who we are.
Mm-hmm. I was. And I was like, okay, that's highly qualified. Mm-hmm. I studied. I sat up at night. I was like, okay. Because that's to me, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what the football players do. They'll go to the game and watch the team like, and just see. That's the part of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't know if you're going to win from or not. No, the judges say, but just know, I know you people watching me.
You got to know somebody else's plays.
You got to. And I like how you said you'd rather go out of town because a lot of times the teams won't go out of town. They'll go to shows they know they can win. They won't go to a show where the style is different and you have to actually be someone different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, can my style win over here? That's why I'm going to take my team to different places, to Florida, Texas, and bring it up to New York.
You have to be able to step like the judges is what I say. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to go to a show and I know AKAs are going to be there, I better start doing your research and see what they like because that's what we got to do. Right. You got to adapt to the judges. Not really so much the environment, but those judges. If I know I got old school judges, I have to do something old school somewhere. I have to give them that wow moment where they be like, oh, I remember that. I did that when I was 15. You go in there with some 2021 something and you got a judge from 1969. You're going to look real stupid.
Ooh, I'm about to scream. I can't take you are so right. Ooh. You see, I'm over here playing with my cheeks. I'm just like,
You have judges that be too old and they don't even remember the hard work that you put in. And it's like, okay, well, how am I going to get grandma to have a flashback? I got to figure out how to do it.
And you know who did it at Nationals a couple of years ago? GOV did with Coming to America.
Yes.
Every judge, mine went right to Coming to America. They didn't care anymore about the score sheet because they was enjoying the show and thinking about Arsenio Hall and thinking about all that stuff. Yeah, that was smart. That was genius.
Listen, that's how I felt when I watched that competition the other day and I seen the Jets and I was like,
right. Perfect. Who don't remember that? Who didn't grow up off the Jetsons, at a certain age? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. When I saw that, I jumped out of my seat. I was like, yes.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
People was like, no. I was like, The Jetsons is a classic.
Classic. Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for him to bring out Scooby-Doo and everybody else when he did the boys. Like, I was like, he did the Jetsons. What he gonna do with the boys?
Right. And they did Baby Boy. And that took people back to a good old cult classic. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I understand too. The high schoolers, the kids might have an input because it's like, what are the ones I hear?
They definitely connected to Baby Boy. That was definitely a connection. I saw it. Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Mm-hmm. So the kids now that BET played Baby Boy like every 2 days, so
now
they're with it. So now they're like, boys, let's do Baby Boy. So the boy, you know how high school boys are.
Tell me about it.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's go here. We got into that. So let's go north and south. All right. There's sometimes I call it the great divide between northern teams and southern teams. Northern teams start from, I say, Pennsylvania and up. Okay. And southern teams start from Virginia and down. And the Maryland teams are kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle. So the great divide is Maryland. Baltimore, I call that the great divide because they can go either way. Y'all can be a southern team or be another team, whatever you feel like for today. So where do you think the divide is between southern teams and northern teams? That's the first question.
Okay. As far as like the connection between us, I feel like it goes back to, like I said, I do a coach swap with Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
The North and the South, not so much do a coach swap, but mentor.
Okay.
You have some teams that you favor and you want to see them do better. Why not reach out?
Right.
Why not have your kids reach out to some of these kids and say, listen, I see what you're doing. Maybe you can help us do X, Y, and Z so that we can get better.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I feel like, you know, we're right now, we're in quarantine. No, quarantine. Everybody's still outside.
Right.
But we're on Zoom. Why not? Okay, Vincent, get your kids on Friday. I'm gonna get my kids on Friday. We all gonna get on Zoom and we're gonna just sit and talk. We're gonna have our own little chat and chew. Why not get to know each other? So it's not like we go to competition and it's here come X Factor. Because then now it's like, okay, it's tension for what? Because we don't know each other.
We don't know each other.
And I'm like, it shouldn't be that way. Mm-hmm. When I go to competitions, my kids will tell you, I leave them in the room. All right, deuces, I'm out. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to LD room because I want to say hi to her kids. I'm going to see OC. I'm going to say hi to New Gamma side in the hallway. I'm going to check on Mecca. I want to see everybody's kids because God forbid something happen. I want to be like, oh, no, wait. No, she's a setter. I need to go get her coach. I always try to match the kids' faces with a coach face.
Right.
Because you never know. And then especially we all go to Pennsylvania. We all out of our comfort zone.
Right.
God forbid something happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think like that. There should be no tension. Mm-hmm. I tell my kids all the time, I don't care who you talk to. Just because I don't talk to them, I mean, you can't talk to them. Don't do what I do. Do what I say.
Okay.
You get up and you clap for everybody.
Right.
And then you sit down.
And that's true though. When we went to nationals, I talked to every coach I could see because I was like, I finally got to see some of y'all in person. I always see y'all on the internet, so I was talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave me any. Who is that? If they did it behind my back. They didn't do it to my face. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have read them. But I'm just saying. But I like me. I love talking to people, especially coaches, because we all share the same common interests. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So when we get there, we should feel comfortable. We should be able to be like, you know, just like, you know,
we're so much the same. It's disgusting because you would never know until you take the time out to talk to somebody. I met Jeff at Nationals that year when you saw us for the first time. And me and him been chatting ever since. Mm-hmm. I be on Instagram. Boy, you better call me. We got to talk.
Right. We got to talk. And so that's how we were when we first met. We met in 2000. And I remember the year. We met in 2017. Our teams were going against each other. And I didn't know he even started a team. I've seen him coach before, but I didn't know he started another team. I didn't know him like that. So our teams competed against each other. And we like the state rivals. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want us to be argue and fight, but we be looking at them like, y'all, you don't be on the phone laughing at y'all thinking we about to fight. But
yeah, like, who got time for that?
Laughing.
Like, I'm mad at you today, but when I see you next month, I'm going to say what up.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to get mad at you today, but I'm going to call you tonight after competition and we're going to laugh about it.
Right. That had nothing to do with him. I knew why I did that, and I did it for a reason, and it worked. Everybody watching North Carolina now.
Look, no shade. At least you broke your trophy because I was on the plane coming back from a competition and mine broke in the airport. I was like, you get a piece. You get a piece. You get a piece. And I put it on Instagram because
not giving out trophies like Oprah. You get a piece of the trophy. What? Hold on. Did you say the trophy was a national competition trophy?
Yes, boo-boo.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am.
We in the airport, and my sister is sitting there trying to screw it together. And I'm going, what you doing that for?
Okay, let me ask you a question. How much was your registration fee?
Look, I don't even know.
It was expensive enough. The trophy should have been better. See, I don't like stuff like that. Don't give me no cheap trophy and you oversee that.
Look, I told you I had to fly there, right?
Yeah.
So we know where I was.
Mm-hmm. You know exactly where you were.
Exactly.
And no shade to anybody, but your trophy wasn't the only trophy. Your trophy was not the only trophy that broke either.
Well, the person didn't even want me there. And then when they had to say, and in third place is, we sure did go up there and take that trophy with our bags in hand. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.
And then it broke.
It was all nice in my hotel on a dresser. Kids came in, took pictures, and by the time we went to get home, I was like, Miss Parker, there's a piece on the floor. She was like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. And she's screwing it. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Yeah, no. And I was on live.
Yes, it is. Right.
I was on live like this. I said, girl, stop lying. She was like, can you get the camera out of my face? No, because I want him to know that my trophy broke and you need to send me another one.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you don't do these babies like that.
No, we don't. And see, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, and no disrespect to anybody, but I don't like. Don't do our kids like that. Our kids work too hard. They're too great of individuals for us to give them something shabby. We need to give them something, because that's. I can't. I can go on that.
Listen, I got USTEP trophies from 2006 that's still standing. So
still standing. Mine, I only got one. I only been one time, and that thing is, I mean, it won't budge. Won't budge. Thank you, Brock, for some good, strong, sturdy trophies. All right? Thank you for putting some money into these trophies. All right? I ask this question to every coach. This is a question I ask to everyone, because I love to hear the answers. What is one thing you would change about the STEP community as a whole, and what is one thing that you need for it to stay the same?
Oh, I had wrote this down the other day because I knew that question was coming.
That's my favorite question that I ask everyone. That's my favorite question.
Dang. I mean, to me, as far as the STEP community, I just need everybody to loosen up. Be open.
Come on.
Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and say, I like that you did such and such. How did you do that? You know?
Oh.
But I may know how to do something that you honestly don't know how to do.
Right.
You know, those teams that never go to nationals. You never know. And it just may be that one thing. Yo, do this fundraiser, son. It may be let's collaborate and do something together. You know, you have to be open and willing to allow somebody to come in and then be allowed to reach out.
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing. Because it was a coach. I went down south on spring break to, you know, just see other competitions, to see what's going on. And I saw their team and I was like, oh, they're dope. And it was in their beginning stages. And I was like, they could have did this differently because they were robbed of a trophy.
Right.
And I reached out to that certain somebody. No response. And then I want to say 2-3 years went by. I seen that person at Nationals. Hi, everybody. Because see, I'm the type of person, you got one time to try to play me. Because then now I'm going to sit back and I'm going to observe, because are you putting on a show? Or did you not genuinely get my message? Because I watch the coaches on social media, so you kind of know what coaches actually run their pages and what don't. So if I reach out and say, hey, I'm coming to such and such, I want to bring a couple of my kids, I kind of want you to do a workshop with my kids, are you open to that? It's an easy yes or no. You know, I'm not funny like that. Like I said, I'm always willing to learn. I like learning. I like being better than somebody else. So if you're going to sit here and say, Tamika, come to North Carolina, because I'm going to show you how to give your kids some more energy, guess what? I'm going to be in my car, driving down the highway, calling my cousin, saying, I'm staying with you because I'm going to X Factor practice. There's no shame in my game. I might say, oh, somebody else want to come with me? You know, that's just me. You know.
So did the person leave you on read? Did they see the message?
I don't even know, because I didn't even go back after that. It was like, once you don't hit me up in a couple of days, I just felt like I'm doing a disservice. You know, I'm bothering you, so I'm gonna let you be.
Right.
But like I said, I'm all for it. You see, I flew all the way to DSSD competition the week that it was canceled, but I made sure I pulled up in front of the studio and took a picture. We was here to support you.
I remember that. I remember that.
I'm not that person.
Yeah.
People be so surprised at what I'm willing to do for another team that I've already done for my own.
Right.
And that's my biggest thing with the STEP community. Everybody has to be willing to help somebody else.
That's it. We have to be willing to, but you know, we got to get past the whole, I don't want them looking better than me and this is me and like that. We got to.
Can't nobody look better than you if you're doing your own style.
Right.
If you're being true to who you are, I could never be a better you because only you know you.
Right.
So what are you really afraid of? You know, you got to get past all of that. Like, I'm sorry.
That's true. I'll take that. So what in the STEP community you want to stay the same?
Everybody's just their own style, being creative, you know, and just putting their all into it. You know, I respect a lot of teams. You know, there's teams, I know when I see them, I go, oh, I know them. I mean, I know their name off the top, I know their coaches, but I can go, oh, I like them. Oh, I like that. Oh, okay, I need that. Y'all watching it? Go back and watch it. I tell my kids all the time, pay attention.
Me too. Oh, I do too.
I take their cell phones. Everybody put your cell phone in my bag. You can get it back at the end, right before they announce the winners. Because that's the only time you really pay attention. So I'm going to need y'all to watch these teams.
Right.
Do your homework. Notice what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong.
I told my team one time, I said, if you don't pay attention to them, you're going home. I was like, pay attention or you're going home. Like, but they pay attention. I mean, they love, they watch now, especially, I say to every team, but every team, there's a certain time, I'm like, I need to pay attention. And they'll look and they'll be sitting there just like, mine just be, just
game. Yeah, and like I have this thing, I like to sit in the back and in the center.
Yeah.
Because I need to see everything.
Everything.
People be like, no, sit in the front. I want to see everything. I want to see what the judges don't see. Because if they're sitting there right in front of your feet, all they're looking at is your feet. And how I'm going to give you precision points if I can't see your arms?
Right.
I like to be in the back and in the center. I want to see the whole package.
The whole package.
Overall performance is not just precision. It's not just your energy. It's not just your theme. It's the whole package.
Whole package.
You got a 10 here, but you might have got a 7 over here because overall you could have did better, but you got a 10 for your precision. And people need to know the difference.
I mean, you're right. I mean,
teams that don't like me in Queens, but when they do a good show, I tell my kids like, yo, I like that stuff that they do. And there's been times that I've said to the coach, like, yo, that step right there, that gives me life. I need to see that every show. Not the same whole routine, though, year after year. But that one step, that's your signature.
That's your signature. I'm with you because I'm with you. I love it. And there's coaches who don't like me for reasons I still to this day don't know. I haven't done anything to anybody. And the coaches that I have done stuff to that have a reason not to like me, we have the best friendship now because
they're over it. They're over it.
Where we have the best one. It's only been one. You know what I'm saying? That can ever say that. But me and this coach now are like this. That's my brother. But I still promote the team. I tell you all the time, while you're talking about me and not liking me, I'm promoting and uplifting your team. We are not the same. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't let that get in the way of the kids, because the kids are watching and the youth. Because but I may not like you as a person, but I respect what your team did out there.
Right, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. It's about the kids. I don't even care if you like me.
Yeah.
Just let me know so I don't come in your space.
Right.
But when you see my kids, you better say hello and goodbye. They do nothing to you.
They're nothing to you. But but a lot of times we don't do that. A lot of times the coaches and the teams take it out on the coach don't like the team, so everyone takes it out on the kids. I'm just sitting here like they didn't do nothing.
And that's whack.
Yeah, they take it out on the kids.
So whoever's doing that, you're whack.
Whack.
Like I can sit there and not talk to Jamal, and he'll say hi to my kids, and he'll go, "Oh, y'all not talking," and they'll do one of these because they know it's all love. I'm mad at him today, but I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow.
Right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now we come to a competition, my kids ain't gonna speak until after they perform. They know don't talk. If you talk to anybody, you're not performing. So I tell you all the time, if you see X Factor and you say, hey, X Factor, and they don't speak back, come talk to me. I'll say hi for them, and then you can speak after. Because if they talk to you, they are going to sit with you as the rest of the team perform.
Listen, there was a coach. She wasn't talking to me, and her team was standing in the hallway, and they wouldn't speak back. And I said, it's okay. I love each and every one of you. I said, good luck. I will be cheering for you in the back. And they did a little wink. I said, it's okay. Like, it's fine. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. Because I'm going to still speak to you regardless.
But see,
not against the back. Just feel that what I'm saying comes from the heart.
Right. And my kids don't even really know who the coaches who don't like me. But if the coach that doesn't like me says something to my kids, at the end of the day, if it's after we performed, my kids are going to speak back because they don't know all that. And I'm not going to be like, don't talk to them. I ain't got time for that. You can speak back. That's an adult. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all can speak if you want to speak. Like, I really don't care. But
no, don't you come talk to me because we don't get down like that now. Now, I don't want you to say anything to me. No.
Wait, I like the time we saw you at Nationals and your kids were standing like this, but they was like this.
They knew not to talk. Don't say nothing. And it was funny because I was like, okay, we're going up to a team. I was like, okay, who is the team outside the building? I said, oh, that's highly qualified. Oh, I've been watching them. Okay. And my kids knew. You bet. And see, that's what we were masked. And I got some different masks. I got different masks. So they have no reason to look. Like, if they're looking at you, you don't know they're looking. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wear them masks. And we was walking down the street, people taking pictures to the parade. They were like, why y'all not in the parade? I'm like, we trying to go down here. We got to walk 20 minutes to get here. So, yeah, it was funny.
I saw you when you said, and you better not look. There was one kid on your line. They started to, you was like, and you better not. And they was the last one.
Yep. They know that. Go ahead and look. If you want to, you're going to be sitting right with the team while we're on the stage. Go ahead and look if you want to. So I can hold you up, Coach Tamika. I do appreciate you so very, very much. please just continue doing what you're doing. And I cannot wait to see y'all after all this COVID mess. I'm over it.
Yes.
Over it.
Yeah. Anytime, though. I'm here. I ain't doing anything.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Let me say my closing correctly here. I be working on my closing. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this edition of The Step Exchange with Coach Tamika as my guest. I am Coach B, and everything you need to know, want to know, and must know about the step world is going to come from me because I always got something to say. Thank you so very much.